Hi guys, Sarah, welcome to another video. Today I decided to go over the evolution of my mascot, how Silas really became Silas. So let's start with my earliest mascots, which was made in 2019 and 2020, which consisted of a game controller, I believe from a Game Boy. The idea really came from just looking up game controllers because back then I wanted to be a gaming channel. So I wanted the mascot that fitted that gaming channel aesthetic. And I was very into the color yellow. And so there's between like those 2 years, between 19 and 2020, the 2019 being a bit more longer, a little more like, I would describe if I had to like give them personality between 2020 and then 2019 would be like, 2019 is more of like the chipper old, like old timey, like think the old Disney. And then 2020 has been more of a little more stubbier, curvy, like a little more like a childish version. So I'm kind of crouching over, like you might hear some movement in the background, hopefully not, but like I have a cover over my head as I'm like recording this audio. Moving on, the next mascot I did was in 2021. I'm not sure. It was a few years ago. It was right after I decided not to be a gaming channel anymore. I had to move on to the arts. So that's where my more animal character mascot came from, because I was really into like warrior cats. I'm still very much am. If you watch my channel stuff, I'm still very much am still into the warrior cat stuff. So that's where my cat mascot came from. That's when I made this one, and this character was called Bliss. The name was on the fly when I was drawing it, because I feel like they all should have like a little title in their little name, and so that's what Bliss came from. And then my next one was I was going through my furry phase, so it's no longer just a regular feral cat. It's a anthro version of Blitz, and I'm not gonna lie, as I was drawing it, I really liked it, but then the finished product did not come to what I wanted it to be. I didn't really necessarily like it too much, but it makes me think of those carnival rides when you be walking down the street and then you have someone just draws you. That's what this reminds me of, with a big head, small body. I can't remember if they have a name. I'm not sure what they're called, but Anthro Bliss came a few months after the Feral Blitz came. And so this mascot right here, this one was my more, when I was, it's like I was going more to like having it to be an actual person, like a physical actual representation of me, and not a character that represents the channel. It would just be like actually me in a way. So that's where this character came from. I had a lot of difficulties fighting this character mascot because I made a video of them, but then I took it down because I was like, okay, I don't like it anymore. So then I went to designing another character that's going to come after this. But this was that character, and it struck me as like the nervous type. And I really liked it. Honestly, I really liked how I drew this one. And then here's my last one, and this is my main one. The one that you will see now is my profile picture on YouTube. This is me. This is Silas. This is everything I envisioned Silas to be. It took a long turn. It took a long time to get to this point, but it did. As you can see, I kept like the animal remnants of it because I still liked the idea of it being kind of an animalistic character. This one kind of like combines all the ideas, the yellow, the blue, purple that's in there, the cat like features, the actual humanoid character. Like my last one, it's just like a perfect combination of all of the over the years. And here's just like a whole lineup of all the characters from 2019 all the way to 2020 and 2023. Last lineup of everything else. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Silas out. That's a bad intro, outro.